Welcome back to Blood Sugar Squad, your go-to channel for simple, actionable tips to manage diabetes and live your best life. If you've spent any time online looking for diabetes solutions, you've seen the ads, the bold promises, the before and after stories that seem too good to be true. Reverse your type 2 diabetes in 30 days. Throw away your meds for good. It's a powerful, intoxicating message, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed by this condition. But today, we're cutting through the hype. We're going to explore the real, scientifically backed truth behind the term diabetes reversal. What does it actually mean? Is it possible? And most importantly, what are the influencers and supplement companies not telling you? This is a complex and emotional topic, so we're going to take our time, be thorough, and separate fact from fiction. Remember, I am not a doctor, and this video is for information purposes only. If you are planning changes to your diabetes routine, always check with your doctor or medical professional first. Segment 1. Defining the miracle. Remission versus reversal. Let's start with the most critical piece of the puzzle, the language. The word reversal is a marketing dream, but a scientific nightmare. In the medical community, you'll rarely hear the term reversal. The preferred and far more accurate term is remission. Think of it like this. Reversal implies the disease is gone, erased, as if it never happened. It suggests a permanent cure. Remission, on the other hand, means the signs and symptoms of the disease are no longer detectable. The underlying condition, the predisposition, is still there. It's in hiding. The official standard for type 2 diabetes remission, as defined by major international diabetes organizations, is achieving and maintaining an HbA1c level below the diabetic range, usually below 6.5%, for at least 3 months, without the use of any glucose-lowering medications. This is a phenomenal achievement. But here's what they're not telling you. It doesn't mean your body's underlying issue with insulin resistance has vanished forever. Your pancreas and liver's relationship with glucose has a memory. If you return to the lifestyle that caused the diabetes in the first place, the high blood sugar will almost certainly return. So, the first hard truth is this. Reversal is not a cure. It's a state of managed wellness that requires continuous effort. Calling it reversal sets people up for a devastating failure if their numbers creep back up. It makes them feel like they've relapsed, when in reality, diabetes is a chronic condition that can be put into long-term remission, but requires lifelong vigilance. Now, how do people actually achieve this state of remission? This leads us to the second thing they're not telling you. Segment 2. The hard truth behind achieving remission. The pathway to remission almost always involves one of 3 primary methods, and none of them are magic pills. First, and most well documented, significant weight loss. For many people with type 2 diabetes, especially those who carry excess weight, the key is losing a substantial amount. We're not talking about 10 or 15 pounds. Studies like the landmark DIRECT trial in the UK showed that losing around 15 kilograms, or about 33 pounds, or more, led to remission in a significant number of participants. How does this work? It's largely about reducing the fat in your liver and pancreas. This ectopic fat interferes with insulin's ability to function properly. By losing that fat, you're essentially rebooting your body's insulin-sensitive machinery. Second, bariatric surgery. Procedures like gastric bypass can lead to rapid and dramatic remission of diabetes, often before significant weight loss even occurs. This is due to complex changes in gut hormones that affect insulin secretion and sensitivity. It's a powerful tool, but it's major surgery with its own risks and lifelong implications. It's not a simple, easy fix. Third, intensive lifestyle intervention. This is the combination of a very strict, sustainable diet, like a very low-carb or Mediterranean diet, and a significant amount of regular physical activity. This approach directly combats insulin resistance and can help the body use glucose more effectively. So, what's the common thread here? Intensity and consistency. The path to remission requires a monumental, sustained effort. The ads make it sound easy. Just take this supplement, drink this tea. They don't show the daily discipline, the calorie counting, the sweat, the difficult choices, and the mental fortitude it truly takes. They're not telling you that for some individuals, particularly those who have had diabetes for a long time, or have lower insulin production, achieving remission may be much more difficult or even unlikely. This isn't to discourage you, but to set realistic expectations so you can work with your healthcare team on a plan that's right for you, not an internet stranger selling a dream. Segment 3. The Dangerous Fine Print, Sustainability and the Supplement Trap. You've worked incredibly hard. You've lost the weight, changed your diet, and your HbA1c is now 5.9%. You're in remission. What happens next? This is perhaps the biggest thing they're not telling you. Remission is not a finish line. It's a new, permanent lifestyle. The lifestyle that got you into remission is the same lifestyle you must maintain to stay in remission. If you view your new eating plan as a short-term diet to reach a goal and then go back to your old ways, the diabetes will almost certainly return. This is why the concept of reversal is so dangerous. It creates a psychological endpoint. I'm reversed, I'm done. But with diabetes, you're never done. You've just graduated to a more advanced but highly effective form of management. This leads directly into the most predatory part of this industry, the supplement trap. When people struggle to maintain the intense effort required, or when they don't achieve the promised results quickly enough, they become vulnerable. This is where the supplement companies pounce. They sell natural, miracle pills and powders that claim to reverse diabetes without the hard work. Here's the brutal truth they're not telling you. Supplements are not regulated like medicines. A company can make bold claims without having to provide rigorous scientific evidence to the FDA that their product is safe and effective. What's in the bottle might not match the label, and it might contain harmful contaminants or even unlisted pharmaceutical ingredients. They can be dangerously interactive. A natural supplement can still interfere with your prescribed medications, like blood thinners or blood pressure drugs, with serious consequences. They drain your wallet and your hope. They offer a false promise. When they inevitably don't work, the user is left feeling like a failure, blaming themselves, when the truth is, the product was never going to work in the first place. The real, sustainable path doesn't come in a bottle. It comes from the cumulative effect of daily choices. Choosing whole foods over processed ones, taking a walk, getting enough sleep, and managing stress. It's less sexy than a miracle cure, but it's the only thing that actually works long-term. So, after all this, what's the takeaway? Is diabetes reversal a complete myth? Should we just give up hope? Absolutely not. The takeaway is to redefine success. The goal shouldn't be a mythical reversal that lets you forget you ever had diabetes. The goal should be putting your diabetes into the deepest, longest remission possible, and, in doing so, dramatically improving your quality of life, reducing your risk of complications, and feeling empowered and in control. Chasing reversal can lead to desperation, costly mistakes, and heartbreaking disappointment. Pursuing remission through sustainable lifestyle changes is a journey of self-care that yields incredible rewards. Whether your A1C settles at 6.4%, technically remission, or 6.6% excellent management, that's a huge success. Your mission is to work with your doctor, focus on evidence-based strategies, primarily nutrition and exercise, and measure your success by how you feel, your energy levels, and your stability, not just by an arbitrary and potentially misleading label. The truth they're not telling you is that the real power was inside you all along, not in a pill, but in your ability to make consistent, healthy choices. That's a truth worth holding on to. Thank you for watching. If this video brought you clarity, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's build a squad that's informed and empowered. Until next time, stay strong, stay sweet, but not too sweet, and keep thriving with the Blood Sugar Squad.